I've got a question. Will the pharmaceutical industry be investigated in the next administration? So let's see what the cards have to say. And I'm going to use, again, the new cards, the Tarot of Renaissance and the Chinese Tarot. So these are the ones I'm going to use to ask, will the pharmaceutical industry be looked at with the next administration? Now, they need to have some new regulations for them for sure. I know people don't like the word socialized, but socialized medicine would do a whole lot of good to change this ridiculous thing that we've got for drugs and medication here. When people with diabetes, you know, or somebody that needs a EpiPen and they can't afford to get it, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So, will the administration look and do more regulations with the pharmaceutical industry? Let's see what we have. Yep. Oop. Sorry about that. Somebody said that noise on there just as loud. Sorry. Pharmaceutical industry, will they be looked at by the next administration? They do more about them. Okay, so let's look at these and see if we can figure out what they're saying here. In the center of it all, okay, it would be a battle royale, okay, working to look into the pharmaceutical industry. And they know it's something that they're going to have to shed some light on. They're going to have to, you know, it's an emotional issue that they're going to want to look into. But again, anytime you're dealing with the pharmaceutical, you know, they're going to want to have your back up against the wall, okay, because they are making a ton of money, okay. So, yeah, but there will be wanting to look into it more, going into it. This is something that's hanging over the heads. They've been tied up about it for a long time, and they need to have stronger action taken. They really need to step forward with this. So, yeah, again, this has been tied up with the pharmaceutical, you know, that they've got people's back up against the wall. You're fighting them tooth and nail. This is hanging over the head that it needs to be done, and it's going to take somebody sword in hand to take strong action. Okay, so they know that going in. It's something that they're going to want to do. They know they've got to fight, though. Underneath of it, yeah, I mean, this is the burden. I mean, everything is coming down on their heads with that. And the new administration is Empress. They're going to want to give to the people to make it beneficial. Again, this is really one of the foremost things, forefront, because you could see it, yeah. It's not carrying the burden anymore. This crap is falling down on them, okay? And they're just trying to get out of the way because they do want the best for people. They want to, be giving. Okay, let's see what we have above it. Yeah, they want to move forward, but they know they got to watch their backs with that. Okay, going to take looking in all directions, and it's going to take action, but it's going to take the start. It needs to be done with wise action. Okay, not childish action. Now this page again, he's wizened. Okay, he's seen the ways of the world. And that's what you need to have. You need to have somebody willing to go forward, but they need to watch their back as well. They need to be aware and, again, going forward and start something, but from a wise perspective. Okay. And they know that they're kind of in it for the long haul. Okay. This is a message being given out for a long time. Going forward, they have a lot of ideals, I think, about it, but they're going to find out they're going to have to count the cost. They're going to have to look at things realistically, and while it's great to have great ideals, but when they shine the light on it again, they have to count the cost. See, hopes or fears about it. Yeah, that it's just too many things have been manipulated. This is like the old witch and the seven with all the fantasies, But in this case, she always reminds me, this one reminds you of a witch, that's there. And they know they need to have some balance with it going forward. They need to look at it and do it in a balanced way. Okay. Because the industry is they've got all ways and means to manipulate stuff, okay? And they want something going forward, concrete, straight. They're worried, again, that things can be manipulated, okay? The hope is that they can get it done in a balanced way. And then what else maybe we need to know, if there's something else to look at. This is, again, something riding on the waves. It's in there. This is an emotional issue. People want to see it going forward, and it's going to take, I think it's going to take a lot of action with Congress and the Senate. Everybody's going to have to be on board with this, okay? Because these things are out there floating around at the moment. And they really need to come in gangbusters in order to deal with the pharmaceutical industry. It's going to take really a concerted effort. Yeah. To get them to surrender, okay? To get them to surrender, it needs to be total... a total strong effort with the House, the Senate, everything that they can do going forward. Yeah, and it's going to take really sitting with things, how to start to move forward with it. So it's going to take some wisdom. I like this card, the Page of Cups. He's sitting there with just really having his tea, taking his time, contemplating the situation. It's not something that can be rushed into, because they need to get everybody on board, both House, Senate, everybody, in order to move it forward. Because, like I said, you've got the in the starting point, the pharmaceutical industry fights tooth and nail. Okay, and they get everybody backed up against the wall. So it's going to take a lot of maneuvering. It's going to take time. but this is something that looks to be really on one of the top of their agendas, because they see this just falling down on everyone, and it's like, we can't have this. We need to have coverage. We need to have services for all. So I'm going to leave this here. Have a great day. Let me know what you think of the readings with the new cards. Okay, thanks for tuning in.